officially starts tomorrow. Yeah. First day of dieting is tomorrow.
The fun begins.
Yeah, should be all right. So basically, first steps that I did is made a new meal plan. So I've been eating about 4,000 calories a day for the last 3 months, almost 3 months. And so I'm dropping down to 3,200 calories roughly, dropping my fats from 75 grams down to 55 grams a day, and then 240 grams protein, the rest is carbs. So that's first step. The second step is adding in cardio. So now I'm adding in 30 minutes of uphill walking five times a week. Nothing too extreme right now, but just gotta like see how that goes. I am 24 weeks out from competition day, which is a long time to be dieting, but that's part of the reason I'm starting this early is I want to get ahead of it and not make it super extreme, because like the more calories that I can eat, the more muscle mass that I'll be able to like put on in the same, like in the first few months of prep, which is really good. It's not gonna be like optimal like being in a surplus, but still be better. And then have diet breaks and everything when I need them as well. Should be good. I'm excited for it. Got a couple new supplements and stuff. Got a couple small changes to my workout plan that'll be coming in. Nothing too drastic though, because like a lot of the movements that I have are good. Just making things mildly more efficient. See how that goes though. So with prep starting, I'm sitting around, it was 205 this morning, which is about 10 pounds up from where I started prep last year. Makes sense. Compared some photos, I'm decently comparable to how lean I was when I started last year as well, so that's a really good sign. The struggle ultimately though is going to be getting down to weight. So last competition, I weighed in at 164.8 for weigh-in days, but my weight cap for classic physique for my height is 170 pounds. So if I did put on 7 to 10 pounds of mass this year, it's gonna be more difficult for sure to get under 170, but I also had a few pounds of body fat still on my body when I competed last year. So long as I'm able to get myself as lean as I would like to, which I should be able to, then it might not be too much of a problem. I think that's going to be the biggest struggle. That and probably diet adherence in the last month and a half, because it's always hardest for me during those times. But then for me to also not have an external coach that I'm like accountable to, other than just myself, my friends, or whomever else I fucking talk to. So there's going to be a lot of difficult times with it, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be good fun. I'm excited to diet though. I'm so sick of eating so much goddamn food. I'm gonna be honest, that shit is, it's a weird thing to complain about. It's not really that I'm complaining, because very grateful that I have the ability to eat more food than I want, and mildly privileged in that kind of sense. So like that's all there. Privileged that I get to diet when I choose to diet, but doesn't make the shit any easier for me yet. I enjoy the majority of the process. The dieting down, I don't mind for the first few months. When it's hard, it's really hard for me to stay on, but so far I've found I get significantly better each competition prep, and I think it's just kind of one of those things where as I keep doing it, I'm just going to consistently keep getting better as I find new like little tips and tricks to work with myself. So it's going to be good. I'm excited for it. really good today, actually. So this week I actually got a new massage therapist, referred to him from my old massage therapist, just simply because like the amount of tissue that I've put on, I'm having a really hard time getting a lot of relief because I have a lot of dense muscle to like work through. And so it's very hard for most people to try to like really work on me and get like deep enough that I can get real relief. So anyways, saw this new guy. He's got a kinesiology degree. So seems pretty knowledgeable for sure. He could actually pinpoint the tear, and he said that it was about the thickness of half of his pinky, and gauged by like feeling, he says, and time frame, he's like, I think it was probably about the width of my pinky when it first happened. He's like, give it 2 more weeks and you'll be perfectly good.
Nice.
So
that's good to hear.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, it was like external oblique, like just under lat insertion, essentially, around that general area. But yeah, that fucking sucked. Bad timing though, because it happened right around the time all that shit went down to my son's school, so my blood pressure went through the roof too. So we weren't concerned about the little tear in my back, we were concerned about my heart instead. Which is good now, by the way.
Nice. Yep.
Now that all that school drama is done and they've apologized more publicly and better, I'm not stressed about that shit anymore, which is really good.
You blew up pretty well.
Yeah, no, that was good.
I revisited it a couple, like half a week later, and I was like, oh shit, that's a lot of comments.
Yeah, about 13,000 views or so, 600 saves, 400 shares.
Having nearly 200 comments, including your own replies.
Yeah, it was lots. It was big, but I think it was necessary, really, because like they were 100% just like sweeping it under the rug, and that shit picked up so much traction that a lot of people were saying shit. And then it was about 2 days after the weekend that they had issued an apology. Every grade 5 parent got a letter sent home. And then there was another parent that my wife had talked to whose kids are grade 3 and 4. And she said that she had actually seen the apology as well somewhere more publicly, like as if it was like a Facebook page. So she couldn't remember where from, but she said she had seen it. So that makes it even better. And so we're all led to believe that there's an internal investigation going on now, which is good. I think it's a necessity because that shit was concerning. I was very unhappy about it. Like I said, it took 4 days for me to calm down enough to be able to compose myself and not throw the school under the bus, throw the specific teacher under the bus, not use a bunch of profanity. But Red's doing way better now. No problems. Which is necessary because prep is fucking hard on your body, and I would not be able to do this otherwise. In the near future as well, I would 100% recommend going and watching one. Part to being so fucking wide in my lats is if I want to do a regular curl standing upright, the weight moves on the diagonal, and so that's not the way that an elbow joint really wants to work against gravity. So I have to do these leaning dumbbell curls where I can actually allow my wrist and my elbow joint to get aligned like this. Otherwise, this is as much to my side that I get my arms and it pulls in. Now you don't want that angle. You want to be able to go completely against gravity and like with the joint alignment. so that's really it for today. We've got 24 weeks out as of today. Prep starts tomorrow. We've got diet again. Everything's all set up, ready to go. Cardio and things all set up, ready to go. So excited for you guys to watch this journey. I'm excited to go through it myself. And see you next week. Peace.